Hello my brothers and sisters. In today's video is going to be about a post I've seen on Facebook that my cousin wrote. And he asked a question. You know, should a man or woman be judged or viewed differently having kids from multiple people? Now this is this is just an opinion. My personal opinion. You know, so I believe they should be looked upon differently, but I think it depends on the mentality of the man or woman. So, like, so it's like I understand circumstances like, the person they was with, he may have died or whatever, or something like that happened, or sometimes relationships just don't work out. You end up moving on. But I believe that within that first, in that first relationship, before you start moving on to the next, your next person, you should reevaluate not only what kind of men that you are, or women that you're approaching. You need to view yourself and find out, okay, what went wrong in your relationship, and what things that you need to change for yourself. Because it's good to have children or what have you, but you're in a society where everything costs money. And it's a struggle. Like, ain't nothing wrong with having kids, that to enjoy and love, but wouldn't it be easier to do it with somebody who you love, and that y'all be on one accord, that y'all be together in unity, instead of going after the next man, having kids by somebody who's no good, or the next woman that's no good. You should be mature minded before you start just moving on to the next thing, and just to have kids just because you're with somebody. You need to reevaluate your life. Can you afford to take care of these kids from multiple people? I believe that it should be a standard where I need to sit my behind down, especially women, because y'all have to go through the birth process. You know what I mean? Y'all can actually die from giving childbirth. You know what I mean? So y'all more of a risk. We just put the key in the ignition, plant the seed, but we don't have to deal with the birth and all. You know what I mean? But back on point, that I believe that a person must have a mature understanding too. Like, okay, they should be able to make it. They should want to work their issues out with that one person. You shouldn't be honest. You shouldn't even want multiple kids from different people. You shouldn't even want it. You should be able to be with that one, and that's it. It should be no other. You have multiple kids by that one person. You shouldn't have to go to this man and that man. Yeah, I think that's really the problem. So that's just my opinion on it. Like, so it looks bad if you're not learning your lesson. That's the way I see it. Right? You got to understand first. You got to have standards and understand your standard. What do you deserve out of your relationship? And if this man or woman, wife or husband material, before you start opening your legs or putting your key inside the ignition to create a life that you can't even take. You can't, especially if you can't take care of your own self singly. You're struggling with kids. Like me, I want to have kids without. It's going to be a struggle, but I don't want my kids to suffer. You know what I mean? I want them to be able to have the same mother, same father, and raise off that and grow. Instead of I gotta play favoritism or what kids I like the most. The love should be equally, but what I'm trying to say is that now you got all the kids from have multiple fathers and multiple mothers, and the stepmother, whatever, help raise the kids. It's kind of hard to show the same kind of level of love because, I might take a woman that have kids, but I have to try to love them as my own. I gotta love them as my own versus my own. You know, that's always going to be like a. It's kind of hard to not show favoritism. You know, that you got a child that's yours, but yeah, you got other child that you're taking care of. You know, that you can love, but it's like it's not this. I believe that it's not the same as having your own. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't have kids. You know, I'm just speaking based on my observant and my understanding from what I see. You know, maybe I can comment and give me some feedback. But I believe that you should have the mental capacity to say, you know what, I can't just sleep with anybody. I need to evaluate, you know, myself and the people who I'm attracting to. But sometimes you are who you attract. You know, if you don't have no standards, if you don't let the man or woman to know this is what you're about. So before we get into this is what I believe, and this is my goal, what I'm trying to reach in life. If you're not trying to reach that standard or work with me, then we shouldn't waste our time. You gotta look beyond the lust. You gotta look beyond the beauty. So a lot of times we just mess with any old thing because they look good, right? We don't look beyond the mental capacity that they have. So, like I said, should you have, you know, should it be judged differently? Yes, depends on the situation. Like I said, maturity is key. You know, you just don't want to be just having a woman just take care of your kids and stuff, and oh man. So, you know, I don't want to keep repeating the same thing, but that's basically what I'm trying to say. That they keep making the same mistakes, having 3 or 4 baby daddies, and that's too. You should learn from your first and second mistake. After that, you shouldn't even want no third one. But people have one weakness. Everybody has loneliness. I think that's the biggest issue that we have. We don't want to be alone. So therefore, we lower our standards just to feel that kind of, to have something to hold on to fill the void, to be with somebody. Instead of saying, you know what, this person, this ain't worth it no more. You know, I already got some kids already. I need to just stop focusing about the party and focus on the children that I helped create in this world, right? I think definitely a lot of couples mess up that they so caught up in each other that they can't focus on the children that you created that they didn't ask to be here. So first of all, I think the principal priorities must be right. So yes, I believe a man or woman that have multiple kids from multiple women and still didn't learn their lesson from the first 2. I'm using 2 because, like I said, relationships don't always work out. You know, the first one where things might happen. You know, he can die, or he or she might be a deadbeat and just leave you. You know, things happen. But you have to understand that it's not just the person who left you or wasn't no good. You got to look at within yourself too, because we don't like to blame ourselves for things that happen. So I pretty much gonna say that you need to really, you know, look at your decision making. You know, if you keep having multiple baby mamas, you know, especially past 3, in my opinion, or baby daddies past 3, you know, past 3 of them, like it's you know, you should like really say, God dang, what kind of man or woman I'm attracted? You know, it's not that they no good. You're so desperate where you're not making conscious decisions. You're not, you can't resist those hips you're looking at, man. Women, you can't resist to find. So you know, let's use somebody who's famous that females like to look at. Chris Brown, right? You can't get past the Prince look. You know, we gotta stop being so vain. But that's it. I didn't want to use scriptures and stuff to try to make my point. This is just an opinion. It's what you call a subjective topic. But if you do have any scriptures or you do have any feedback or wisdom that you can post in the comment section, hey, feel free. You know, I read them. If you need any other of my opinions or my view on things, just give me some suggestions and I'll make a video about it. So, all right, that's it for this video.